Do multivitamins actually do anything? Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's be honest. Millions of people take a multivitamin every single day, not because they're sick, not because a doctor told them to, but because it feels like the responsible thing to do. You wake up, you swallow a colorful pill, and you think, there, health, handled. But here's the uncomfortable question and no one wants to ask. Do multivitamins actually do anything, or are we just paying for very expensive sugar pills? Today, we're going to talk about what multivitamins actually contain, what the science says they do and don't do, who genuinely benefits, who probably doesn't, and when supplements can actually cause harm. Let's separate marketing from medicine. What is a multivitamin, really? A multivitamin is exactly what it sounds like. A combination of vitamins, usually mixed with minerals, sometimes herbs, antioxidants, or energy blends. Most contain vitamin A, C, D, E, K, B vitamins, B1, B2, B6, BD12, folate. Minerals like zinc, iron, magnesium, selenium. They're designed to fill nutritional gaps. But here's the key question. Gaps compared to what? Because most people in developed countries are not vitamin deficient in the way marketing implies. Where did the multivitamin hype come from? Multivitamins didn't become popular because of strong medical evidence. They became popular because of food shortages during wartime discovery of vitamins preventing deficiency diseases, aggressive supplement marketing. Back in the early 1900s, vitamin C prevented. Scurvy vitamin D prevented rickets. Niacin prevented pellagra. So the logic became, if some vitamins are good, more vitamins must be better. Unfortunately, biology does not work like a phone battery. What the science actually says, let's talk evidence. Large, well-designed studies have asked, do multivitamins reduce heart disease? Do they prevent cancer? Do they improve lifespan? Do they make people healthier overall? For the average healthy adult, multivitamins do not significantly reduce heart attacks, strokes, cancer, overall mortality. Major reviews, including data from hundreds of thousands of people, consistently show no meaningful benefit for most healthy adults. That doesn't mean vitamins are useless. It means routine multivitamin, use health insurance. So, why do so many people swear by their multivitamin? A few reasons. The placebo effect. If you believe something helps, your brain often obliges. Better mood, more energy, less fatigue. These can all improve just from expectation. Correction of mild deficiencies. Some people do have low iron, low B12, low vitamin D. Correcting a deficiency will make you feel better. But that's not the same as everyone needs a multivitamin. Health halo effect. People who take vitamins often, eat better, exercise more, smoke less, see doctors more often. The vitamin gets credit for lifestyle changes. Who actually benefits from vitamins? This is the important part. Some people absolutely do benefit from supplementation. People who may actually need vitamins. Pregnant people, and especially folic acid. People with iron deficiency, anemia. People with vitamin D deficiency, vegans or vegetarians. B12. People with malabsorption disorders. Older adults with limited diets. People after bariatric surgery. In these cases, targeted supplementation saves lives. It is often stated that you cannot eat enough of certain vitamins to have a satisfactory store of said vitamins, especially in pregnancy, where nausea and vomiting and other symptoms may cause a hurdle to eating right. This is very different from, I'm healthy and taking a random multivitamin just in case, when multivitamins can actually cause harm. Here's where things get uncomfortable. Vitamins are not always harmless. Fat-soluble vitamins can accumulate. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are stored in the body. Too much can cause liver damage. bone problems, increased fracture risk, dangerous calcium levels. Iron isn't for everyone. Iron supplements can damage organs, worsen infections, increase oxidative stress. Unless you're deficient, extra iron can be harmful. Natural does not mean risk-free. Why your body doesn't absorb vitamins like you think, another issue. Bioavailability. Your body absorbs nutrients better from real food, balanced meals, proper digestion. A tablet with 1000% of your daily needs doesn't mean you absorb 1000% or even close. Most excess vitamins pass straight through you, food, feces, pills. Here's the thing, supplements can't replicate. Food contains fiber, phytochemicals, antioxidant networks, complex nutrient interactions. An orange isn't just vitamin C. Spinach isn't just iron. Fish isn't just omega-3s. Nutrition works as a system, not isolated ingredients. No pill can replace that. So, should you take a multivitamin? Here's the honest medical answer. Probably fine if you understand it's not a magic shield. You're not overdosing. You're not skipping real food. You're not using it to avoid medical care. Probably unnecessary if you eat a reasonably balanced diet. You have no known deficiencies. You expect it to boost energy, immunity, or lifespan. Avoid blindly if you're taking multiple supplements. You're adding high-dose single vitamins. You have medical conditions affecting absorption or metabolism. When in doubt, ask a doctor, get labs, supplement what you actually need. Why the supplement industry is so convincing. The supplement industry is massive and lightly regulated. Marketing relies on fear, you're deficient and don't know it, guilt, good parents take vitamins, vague promises, supports immune health. Notice how labels say supports, promotes, helps maintain, not prevents, treats, cures. Because they legally can't. Big takeaway. So, do multivitamins actually do anything? For most healthy adults, not much. For specific groups, a lot. For everyone, not a substitute for food. Your health isn't found at the bottom of a pill bottle. If this video helped, like and subscribe and comment. Do you take a multivitamin? Why, or why not? Drop me a line in the comments to let me know which vitamins you take, if any, and why. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and eat real food. Be vigilant about taking any pills, including vitamins. Be sure to consult your doctor if you are thinking of trying a new pill, including vitamins. Any questions? Feel free to Askadoc.